But what I say about other fighters, you gonna tell me you got no respect for Muhammad Ali, the greatest fighter of all time? Man, you lost me right there. So that's your opinion. Well, that's my opinion. So you mad about my opinion? Okay. Sorry for you. But I don't want to talk about it. I'll fight about it.
Now, let me ask you this last question. There's so many fights that people can make and will say is the biggest fight in boxing.
So, I mean, why would you want to fight somebody just because they said something? He did the exact same thing that you did.
Because he felt like he was questioning his manhood and stuff, showing the clips of him getting knocked out and stuff.
Do no manhood.
Obviously, he does to Roy. What are you getting mad at me for? Roy's the one that
you the one talking that bull. Manhood. They got shit to do with no.
Well, why would he want a street fight? He says personally, he wants a street fight.
He want a street fight because he got mad. That's all. He got mad.
You agree with me, Roy Jones? Roy Jones is in his prime. Man, like, fast, footwork, strong. You see Roy Jones in his prime.
The ongoing feud between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Roy Jones Jr. escalated further after the two boxing legends clashed at a public event. Their heated exchange shocked onlookers and had to be broken up by fellow boxing elites. Initially, their rivalry was seen as social media banter, unlikely to escalate, but things have taken a different turn. Contrary to expectations, neither Mayweather nor Jones Jr. is backing down.
What do you think about Roy and Floyd going back and forth? I just talked to him. Floyd was really worked up. I mean, Roy was really worked up about it. What do you think, Andre?
They fighters, man.
Okay, we're going this way.
They fighters.
Isn't that the biggest fight in boxing today? Like, if that would have really happened, you think it could happen?
Watch out, Andre can still throw hands now. Don't mess with him like that.
They fighters, bro.
Roy said he
The guys around him, he's the best of that group. Bud is in a group above him. Bud don't need to come back down to 47 to meet him. That's crazy. Why would he? Bud looking to try to make history and get out. Get his big bank and get out. His big bank is who? Canelo. He willing to take that gamble, see if he can beat him. If he beats him, he may.
Tensions flared when Jones Jr. publicly stated he'd be willing to confront Mayweather inside or outside the ring. The remark triggered a wave of commentary from the boxing world, but Jones Jr., known as Captain Hook, isn't ready to let go. In a bold move, he snubbed Money Mayweather from his all-time top 5 list, saying during an interview on Ring Champs with Akin Barak, "No, not in my book. Maybe top 10, but not top 5.
I would not be able to take credit for beating Pacquiao after he got knocked out by Marquez because that's not the same Pacquiao.
Of course.
That's not the Pacquiao at the top of his game.
Yeah, of course.
But in society today, we'll call that person the best fighter ever.
Of course.
When that's not how that goes. That's not reality. But in the business world, it is, because look how much money he made.
Jones Jr. clarified that while he respects Mayweather's talent, he questioned the level of opposition Mayweather faced at their respective peaks. When host Auk mentioned Miguel Cotto, whom Mayweather defeated in 2012 after his brief incarceration, Jones Jr. dismissed it. Cotto was done by then. Is he an all-time great? No, he's a Puerto Rican all-time great, not a boxing all-time great.
Jones versus Floyd Mayweather beef. Now, we all know Floyd was showing the videos of Roy Jones getting knocked the hell out. And I said, where the hell did this come from? Why he do him like that? Well, it stems from Roy. We all know, I don't say Roy talking.
You're sitting pretty, and I don't know if people realize this, Roy. Your first 50 fights, you didn't get beat, you got DQ'd. Had you been 50-0, would you have stopped?
After I won the heavyweight title and went back down and beat Tarver that first time, I would stop right there. But it was in my DNA, it was in my inevitability.
Jones Jr. also took aim at Mayweather's most lucrative bout, his 2015 fight with Manny Pacquiao. "You waited until Pacquiao got knocked out by Marquez before fighting him," he said, arguing that a 2011 matchup would have been far more competitive. Citing his own career, Jones asked, "If I had waited for someone to beat James Toney before I fought him, would I get credit for being the greatest? No."
Because, well, Floyd did.
He wants some Rocky V type stuff, Tommy Gunn and Rocky in the streets.
Maybe want that. I don't know.
You think Floyd would ever want that?
Well, I mean, the thing is this.
Or maybe they do it in the doghouse late at night.
If him and Floyd was at the same weight, yeah, they could do it. I mean, it would be no problem at all. I mean, this man weighed over 200 pounds. Floyd walking around.
Summing up his criticism, Jones Jr. stated, "You didn't do it the right way." The feud has now gone beyond the fighters themselves, as fans and former opponents joined the debate. Antonio Tarver, who twice defeated Jones Jr., weighed in, saying Jones has the edge over Mayweather when comparing full careers.
Because now we probably could have got 3 good fights out of it. You understand me? But because we waited too long, the problem what people don't understand is tomorrow's not promised to nobody. Guess what? We fortunate that we saw the fight. Because to be honest with you, Earl came back from dead and made it back and fought this fight.
Tarver, who knocked Jones out in their 2004 rematch, argued that while Mayweather is undefeated, Jones's aura of invincibility was unmatched in his prime. I love Floyd, Tarver told Seconds Out, but I don't think there was ever a point where people thought he was unbeatable the way they thought Roy was.
And nobody said that. When they were both occupying boxing at the same time, Floyd wasn't sniffing his jockstrap. And I'm talking about Pretty Boy Floyd and Roy. You can't even argue that because we were there. I was there watching both of them. No one mentioned Floyd with Roy. It's not like they're two different eras and you can't compare them. They were being compared.
Reflecting on their trilogy, Tarver added, Roy Jones was unbeatable until he met me. Regardless of who had the better legacy, both men made indelible contributions to boxing. Still, Jones Jr. appears to have taken Mayweather's recent trolling personally, especially after the Grand Rapids star mocked Jones's past losses.
With Roy Jones Jr. Floyd Mayweather, anybody else got one word, so we go damn well if you get in on. Has there ever been a fight? That's one thing that's different from Roy. That's the difference between Roy and Floyd. Floyd picked who he fought. Roy fought whoever the fuck came. He was my legend. So don't get me fucked. Y'all make me tough. Don't get me.
In response to Mayweather sharing knockout clips of Jones across his social media, the 56-year-old fired back. He ruled out a rumored exhibition and instead challenged Mayweather to a professional bout. No exhibition, Jones told Seconds Out. If we fight, it's real. Let's stop playing.
If you let him move around and do what he want to do, he's going to beat you because he's very explosive and he's very mean.
I was going to say he mean too.
To me, people don't give him enough credit. People always say, well, Floyd would beat Sugar. No, baby, Floyd is not as near as mean as Sugar was.
You don't think he would have beat him?
How? How you gonna keep him off of him? Right. Sugar is a dog. Just cause his name Sugar don't mean nothing.
The tension can be traced back to a June 17th appearance on the All the Smoke Fight podcast, where Jones Jr. boldly claimed Sugar Ray Leonard would have beaten Mayweather in their primes. Floyd is not nearly as mean as Sugar, he said. Sugar's name may sound sweet, but he was a dog in the ring.
Entitled to their own opinion, and I'm glad that Roy Jones feels that way about himself. Every fighter that's gave the sport of boxing their whole life and sacrificed a lot inside that square circle, they should feel that way. So if he feels that way, more power to him.
Jones Jr. added that Mayweather's usual tactics wouldn't work against Leonard. Sugar has that third element heart. We think Floyd has it, but we've never seen him truly tested. We know Sugar does. That comment didn't sit well with Mayweather, who soon responded with viral clips of Jones's knockouts.
Most fighters aren't afraid to fight nobody if they're gonna get paid for it properly. The problem is, you don't want to take a $5 million fight and you only gonna get $50,000 for it. Because if you lose it, that's almost the end of the day for you. Why would you put yourself on the line for that? It makes common sense what people do. It made sense what Floyd Mayweather did. Because if you're not gonna get the most money for it, why do it?
Jones Jr. addressed the trolling in a July 9th Instagram post. Public service announcement. I know y'all love boxing. We all have opinions. But if someone was sending me a subliminal message it worked, then, he called out Mayweather directly. If you want to prove you're better than me, I'm ready. Just call.
Do you respect the Floyd 50-0, or is it like?
You gotta respect anything a person does and stay undefeated that long. So I respect it to a degree, yeah. Is it a 50-0 that I think, oh, he the greatest fighter all the time? Nah. Chavez was 80-0 at one point. 80. He could retire at 80-0. You go ever top that? No.
It's evident who Jones was referring to. While Mayweather has yet to officially accept, many believe a fight likely an exhibition could be in the works. Fans are both amused and intrigued by the drama. One commented, Roy should have known Floyd was going to get him back. Floyd's always been king of trash talk.
Roy Jones explains why Floyd and he were so different.
We stood for two different things. He was a social media blowout. He blew it away. You feel me? And that fit his character because he could do it, and do things the way he did it. He was smarter. I wanted to play King of the Hill. He didn't care to play King of the Hill. He wanted to play King of the...
Some fans sided with Mayweather. Floyd never got knocked out or knocked down, one wrote. He never tested positive for PEDs. Roy did. Notably, Jones tested positive for androstenedione after his 2000 fight with Richard Hall.
Is my favorite fighter ever. He's my favorite fighter ever. You guys know I was a huge fanboy and all those things. I've said it repeatedly. But if they were to fight, I'll be rooting on Floyd Mayweather, man. I can't. Listen, regardless of how many times I've criticized Floyd and his...
Another user noted that Jones has taken shots at Mayweather for years. Maybe it's not personal, the fan wrote, but Roy's philosophy clearly clashes with Floyd's. One user suggested there's a deeper motive. He just wants to stay relevant. He's broke.
Yeah, I think he's a nice guy.
Floyd Mayweather added in Roy Jones Jr.
I mean, look, once a fighter, always a fighter. Look, if you're going to attack Floyd's character, he's going to attack you back. That's just the bottom line. It's like with me and Berlanga. If you're going to try to attack, like with me, I'm just having fun.
Even if fans are divided, there's one point of agreement. A Mayweather versus Jones bout could generate serious money. Roy should have taken easy fights like Floyd and been TBE before him. A sarcastic fan wrote before listing formidable opponents: Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, Shane Mosley, and more.
Not because he did a great job, but he did it for himself, and it worked for him. But everybody now wants the Mayweather concept, because Mayweather made so much money, staying undefeated, waiting till the right time to fight Pacquiao, finding the right people to fight at the right time. He monopolized the business. But the problem was, it only made him money.
Before calling Mayweather out, Jones Jr. had already rejected the idea of Floyd being among boxing's GOATs. In a passionate interview, he said, "If you don't think Muhammad Ali is the greatest, you might as well spit in my face." For Jones' greatness goes beyond an undefeated record. It's about legacy, sacrifice, and social impact. And Ali, who gave up prime years to protest the Vietnam War, is the ultimate standard.
This fight,
If he want it,
if you want it, what's your final message to Floyd?
you already know.
You know, you ready?
I'm born that way.
That's it.
Ain't nothing no ever change.
You can knock him out. Your prime versus his prime, you were way better, right?
You got an X?
Are you gonna get an exhibition before that or something?